welcome back to the Wolf Pack. Today this is Henry from the Old Gold TV, and I'm going to be bringing you a Wolves vs West Ham match preview. Obviously, Wolves made some movement in the transfer window this week, bringing in Barcelona right-back Nelson Semedo for around £30 million to add to our masses of Portuguese talent. Vitinha and Fabio Silva, the other Portuguese brought in this window. We also made some movement last week. John Hoover wasn't able to make his debut against Manchester City as he was not registered for the squad. But this week he can be on the bench or in the starting lineup if Nuno wants him to be. And I actually think he might start this week because Nelson Semedo's only had a day of training, and he might not be quite ready and quite up to it. So I think John Hoover could definitely start if Nuno thinks Nelson Semedo needs a few more training sessions to link up with the rest of the squad. I think with Nelson Semedo and Hoover, we've spent around £40 million on them combined. I think on Nelson Semedo, he'll really help us in a defensive sense and in an attacking sense. Defensively, because obviously he's a great right back and you don't get into Barcelona's first team without being really, really talented. And in an attacking sense, because Adama Traore can now go and use his firepower up front with that deadly link-up with Raul Jimenez, which we know scored so many goals last season. For Hoover, I think he's a really good Dutch talent. Liverpool fans, I think sad to see him go because he's got loads and loads of potential. And hopefully he can do really well for us. Just a word on some of our other signings as well. Vitinha and Fabio Silva haven't really had a chance to show their quality quite yet. They've only played a few minutes. But watching the Wolves training clips on the Wolves YouTube channel, you can find them on there. And they release these training clips. And watching them, Vitinha and Fabio Silva really look like good talents. They're bagging in the goals. Really good hold-up play, really good passing. So I think in the long run, they will be very, very good signings. And this season, Vitinha could break into the first team. I don't really expect Fabio Silva to, unless we go to two strikers, because Raul Jimenez is so deadly, unless he maybe picks up an injury. But maybe Vitinha could, as Vitinha is getting older, he's going to need rests. And he looks sort of like a stray swap for him. I think he could definitely begin to come on for Vitinha a lot more, if not start instead of him in some games. On West Ham, they haven't had a great start to the season. They went through to the next round of the Carabao Cup last week, so that's positive for them. They lost for Arsenal earlier. They probably deserved a draw. It was 1-1 until Eddie Nketiah bagged the late goals to secure the 3 points for Arsenal. And we really shouldn't overlook West Ham, I don't think, because they can be really deadly when they want to be, especially in an attacking sense. Felipe Anderson hasn't started the games because he hasn't really been on form, but when he is, he's a great winger and he will cause some real problems if he is on form. But I think their main threat is Mikel Antonio. He hasn't had the greatest start of the season, but he finished with an absolute bang last season. So he's always physical, he's always fast, and he's always up to score a goal. So I think he'll provide Conor Cody lots of problems to watch out for. West Ham's defence has been weakened though. Issa Diop tested positive for coronavirus earlier in the week, along with Josh Cullen, but Diop was quite an essential part to West Ham's defence. That'll definitely weaken them. I don't expect it to make them ship 3 or 4 more goals, but that's an area that Wolves can target. I'm not sure who will come in to replace him, but that's definitely an area that Wolves can target without Issa Diop. As for my predicted lineup for Wolves, this is what I think we're sort of going to go with, kind of thing. In net, I think we'll obviously go with Rui Patricio. 3 at the back, Sace, Cody Bolly as usual. They've been fantastic over the last 2 Premier League games. Obviously, Sace giving away that stupid penalty, but we'll forgive him for that. Left back, I think we'll go with Vinagre, as Marcal Nuna confirmed earlier in the week has picked up a calf injury, and that'll leave him out for the West Ham game and maybe in doubt for Fulham. On the right, it's tricky. Nelson Semedo or Ki-Jana Hoover. I think Wolves will want to ease Nelson Semedo into the Prem. We don't want to risk him picking up an injury, so I think we will go with Hoover. Hoover's had a week and a bit of training. Semedo's only had a day, so I think Hoover will start there. Two in the midfield, Neves and Moutinho pulling the strings, picking the gaps and hopefully causing lots of problems for the West Ham defence. And up front, on the right wing, Adama Traore back in attack, causing loads of problems and creating a great link up with the striker, Raul Jimenez, who's had a great start to the season. And on the left, Daniel Prudence, who obviously provided the assist for Raul Jimenez last Monday, making Kevin De Bruyne for whipping it into the box for Jimenez to head home. That's going to be it from me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Wolfpack and my personal channel, The Old Gold TV. I really hope Wolves can get a win. I'm going with a 3-0 victory, and if we do get that victory, then you'll definitely have to subscribe down below. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Come out to play. That is absolutely stunning!